Good morning and welcome to this week's Red Short webinar. My name is Mac and today I'll be discussing Beep malware. As always, you can find information on similar topics at redskylines.org. If you've missed any of the previous Red Shorts, you can find them there as well. A new stealthy malware named Beep was discovered last week, featuring many features to evade analysis and detection by security software. The malware was discovered by analysts at Minerva after a flurry of samples were uploaded to VirusTotal. Although Beep is still in development and missing several key features, it currently allows threat actors to download and execute further payloads on compromised devices remotely. Beep is an information stealer malware that uses three separate components: a dropper, an injector, and the payload. The dropper creates a new registry key with a value that contains a base 64 encoded PowerShell script. This PowerShell script is launched every 13 minutes using a Windows scheduled task. When the script is executed, it will download data and save it to an injector whose name is listed on the screen, which is then launched. The injector is a component that uses a range of anti-debugging and anti-VM techniques to inject the payload into a legitimate system process via process hollowing to evade detection from antivirus tools running on the host. Finally, the primary payload attempts to collect data from the compromised machine, encrypt it, and send it to the C2. During our analysis, the hard-coded C2 address was offline, but the malware attempted connections even after 120 failed tries. Despite the limitations in the analysis of the malware, we were still able to identify the following functions in the sample, which are triggered by C2 commands that you can see on the right side of this slide. What makes the Beep malware stand out is its use of multiple techniques throughout its execution flow to evade detection analysis by security software and researchers. These evasion techniques are summarized on this slide here, so I won't just read it to you, but they include dynamic string obfuscation, system language check, is debugger present API function, anti-debugging, RDTSC instruction, and stack segment register, among others. In addition to the listed techniques, the injector component will also implement anti-debugging techniques that will generate an exception that will force debuggers to stop working and also determine if a debugger is attached to the current process. Beep is an example of malware that heavily focuses on evasion, having implemented multiple anti-analysis mechanisms before finalizing the full feature set for data theft and the execution of commands. Although its operations in the wild remain limited for the time being, Beep may be an upcoming threat to watch out for. All right, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the material and found it useful. If you have any further questions, you can contact Jim McKee at the email address you see on the screen. Have a good one, and we'll see you next week.